Our boy Hank, producer Hank. I know what he's gonna say. It's not his fault. I don't. We're at the point. Hank, who do we blame when just Skype?
I don't know.
Since we only have one tripod in this office, and that's down there. It's on a fucking Gatorade bottle. That's what the camera's resting on at the moment.
I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not joking. I had no idea where Hank came from. He just was there one day. I was like, who is this? And weird haircuts like I hired him. Hank, what is going on there?
Just to improvise for today.
Just for today? That's not like a new thing that you put. What is that in the middle of the cameras? Hank, we going to get this thing up on time today?
Yep.
Like, why are you holding the camera right now?
So I don't want it to be, because you're like far away, so when you pull it,
That's what's shaking it.
Okay, crazy day thus far. We already recorded this once. Fucked up big time. Somehow didn't work. The episode sucked. Hank didn't record it right. All kinds of stuff.
We have an iCloud password debacle here.
Yeah, you're still pro. You're still pro.
Hank, you're doing big things today. I love you, man. Never change, Hank. And we're dark.
Back. Nope. We're there.
Hank, murdering in this rundown here. Zell, by the way, what happened with the rundown yesterday when you just had totally the wrong date and all the wrong subjects?
I used an old graphic before Millmore sent me the new ones, and I just overlooked it at the end.
Okay, let's try to clean that up. Do you think you're capable of like drinking and doing your job, or once you start drinking, it's automatic you're going to fall asleep?
No, I'm capable.
He's like a narcoleptic dog. That's really what Hank is. Like, he's fine, he's awake, and then all of a sudden, he's asleep on the floor of the bus 3 seconds later.
All right, so I guess what I
either.
said earlier when Hank ruined the tape and whatever happened.
And by the way, I don't like this angle. I saw this angle the other day. If Hank had even an ounce of integrity, you would have been shooting from there, so I didn't look like weird.
Meanwhile, we got this mess of a person, Hank, like a newborn fawn, like trying to stand up, falling back down, but he's going to the Breeders' Cup, the Super Bowl. He's got F- level recognition, and he's 21. He has his whole life in front of him. I wanted a press conference. It took like 4 hours to get the equipment ready. I instituted fire drills. Like, we're doing press conference fire drills, just like when you're in elementary school and you have to like file out and get out. Hank has to be ready for a press conference. We're just gonna I'm just gonna scream press conference, and if it's not ready in 15 seconds, then I don't know what I'll do to him, but I'll just yell at him, I guess.
Hank, what would you pick?
I'd pick Bob Kraft. I mean, he probably has like windows in his bedroom.
That's such
Hank,
a great
you don't
answer.
have windows in your bedroom?
No.
Hank lives in a fucking tomato can.
We got to talk about this email, Hank.
When he listed out all his camera equipment, and he was like, it includes but not limited to.
Yeah. Like,
He was so proud of that little clause.
Looking back on that email, what percentage of it was true in terms of what your like capabilities were?
What do you mean?
5%? I mean, hey, come here. Come on camera for a second. I mean, this kid looks like he's going to cry over here.
All right, today is May 7th, and in a very unfortunate turn of events, I was the only one here to do the rundown. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Hank, you got to be better. Don't put 2K on the roll when he actually bet 10K.
Hank, first I want to say welcome. You look great. You don't look uncomfortable at all. Great intro. How many times did you practice that in the mirror?
Well, we just did a couple takes up here, probably 3 or 4.
First question, how do you edit a video and not only spell Rob Gronkowski's name wrong, but have his number wrong?
I don't know.
Then, okay, that's kind of the answer I was expecting.
I had to scream at the answers, and I never get one right.
Hank, the last 2 topics, you've added 0.
I think we're going to get arrested. I legitimately got in a fight with Renee, my wife, and then she's like, well, what about Hank? And that's when it really got testy, because, like, it's not your job to worry about Hank. I don't need somebody chirping me about Hank's welfare. We talked about this, but you missed work, so it interfered directly with work.
Yeah,
So you didn't balance your drinking with work. You're saying, oh, I didn't have work, but it caused you to miss work.
That was a unique circumstance that I obviously didn't handle as good as I should have.